Hello and welcome to Boxing Bants. I'm here in RD, in County Louth, in a restaurant not to be named, with Dominic Donegan. Dominic, I've got you here today obviously because you just kind of out of nowhere you've had a fight announced in Spain. Whereabouts in Spain is it?
Spain.
Yeah.
Can't think of the name.
Yeah.
Cantabria, I think it is.
Yeah.
Spain.
So basically that's in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
So
2 weeks, yeah.
now, how long in the pipeline has the fight been in? Because I imagine you've been training since.
Yeah,
I
I was meant to be fighting in London the 29th. Dylan Moran's fighting that card as well, and I was meant to be fighting there, and I got a phone call from Stephen and Leonard saying that they got offered a big fight in Spain. It's in a big card, like Sergio Martinez is the main promoter of it, so we were kind of like, geez, we can't really turn down this opportunity, so they left it with me and let me think about it. So I ended up going for the one in Spain because it's better for me, like I want to see a bit as well, so just get on a plane and see how we get on over in Spain then, you know.
Were you getting on to Steve and Leonard, everyone trying to say like I want to get it again before the end of the year?
I said after Celtic Class 9, I was like, I want to hopefully get out before now before the new year, so they done what I asked, and I'm out now the 7th of December, so hopefully be making a 4-0.
Yeah.
So yeah.
In terms of the card itself, I'd say it will give you a lot of notoriety and people will be able to see you because we've got Kiko Martinez, who will be co-main as far as I know, and Kiko, obviously people in Ireland know him because Carfampton won his first world title against Kiko Martinez, the IBF Super Bantamweight title, and then he had fought him before that to win the European title, so he had to fight him again down the line, and then of course then obviously Scott Quick stopped Kiko at a much later age, and then Carl and him ended up fighting after that, so a very relevant name in Ireland as well, Kiko. And then obviously then you've got Sergio Garcia who beat Ted Cheeseman when Ted Cheeseman was on a massive winning streak at 15-0, and he went over to a match and chose the away fighter and beat him, so I suppose you're probably very excited about that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it now. Big names, and we lad from Cavan along mixing up the big names, like it's made me debut there 7 months ago, and to be in with big names like that, like it's massive. Like you never know who's going to be there watching that fight, so
yeah.
The training's in and the fitness is up, and this is going to be a 6-rounder, so just now have to do the business the 7th of December, like so.
In terms of you now at domestic level, not a lot of people would have got out this many times now in the time that you've turned over. Is that being you just onto management over and over, or is it?
Once I get out the ring, Stephen or Leonard will get a text or a phone call from me. When's the next fight? Because I just want to keep busy. Like as an amateur, you used to fighting so much, and I know in pro you can't be fighting them like often, but every 2-3 months I'll be happy with it if I get it, and if I don't, but I'll keep pushing to try to get out every 2-3 months because I want to keep busy and, you know, win titles and just get my name out there. And being on this one now in Spain is massive. That's going to get my name out there as well, so a lot of people's looking at the names in the card, and then as I said, a wee lad like myself from Cavan on it with mixing with them big names. It's a great opportunity, like, so, you know.
In terms of the pro game, like, do you feel like you always need that kind of goal to set towards? Do you feel like you struggle if you're just training but you don't have a date yet? Does that affect your training in any way? Or?
I love training, like, but when it comes to road running, if I don't have a date, you're gonna see me on the road. I'll head to the gym right bit now. I'll be at the house and me and the woman will go down and be in the gym nearly every day, like, so. But once the fight comes in, it's road running and up with Jonathan and Bray and get down to business, and you know, we're working on it since the last fight. I mean, Johnny's now seen each other right bit now, and we're working on a lot of stuff before even any of these dates was mentioned.
Yeah.
Because we're getting a good bond, as I said before. We're working on things, and he knows what works for me, and you know, and then he knows what I'm not. It mightn't be the best at, and he's trying to improve me on it. So, you know, the relationship's grown as well, as I said. And with him now nearly a year, so it's he's getting me the success that I want, and my managers as well is getting me the fights I want, and big thanks to Boxing Ireland, like, you know, massive thanks to them.
Yeah. So, if we backtrack a little bit, how did you originally get involved with boxing? You obviously originally you're from Cavan. I know you worked in Dundalk, but you're from Cavan. And how did you get involved in boxing at amateur level?
Well, you laugh at this. Mum would never let me box, so she wouldn't.
Same as my mum.
Yeah. And I went to Mum. I was like, Mum, to the boxing club after starting, you could tell her to let me join. And she was like, no, you're not doing that, just go to the football. Was
there many boxing gyms around at that time in your
area?
No,
very little. This was a new gym now that was set up by Jerry Hark and Brian O'Connor, so this was new, and everyone at school was going to it, and I kept going home and asking Mum, and Mum was like, no. And like, we don't live in like a big mansion, but we had cousins coming up from Kerry, and Mum went to me, she was like, give me your bed for the week, and I was like, let me start boxing and I'll give you my bed. And she was like, no, you're not. And I said, well, you're not getting me bed. So they were coming up, this was Saturday, we were coming up on the Monday, so Sunday evening Mum was up, changed from the bed, clothes in my bed, and I said, why are you changing them? The Kerry ones are coming up. And I was like, Mum, I said I'm not giving my bed till you let me start boxing. And then sure, she started sweating a wee bit, and I blackmailed her, and then on the Monday I was at the boxing for the first time.
Yeah.
So she gave in, and that's how I started boxing. I was about 12, I say I was.
You said that a lot of people in your area went out, like everyone was going when it opened.
Yeah.
I kind of remember in my gym about a couple of years ago after McGregor fought Mayweather, and just out of nowhere, like our new season started in August, September, and just loads of people were there. And I remember Hardy, my coach, like, was like, he says, look, this happened before. It happens all the time now. Like when McGuigan fought for North Shot, he says, there'll be loads of lads here now. So we'll get them sparring to each other and see who stays. And was that the way it was in your time, that like a lot of people joined and then it kind of dwindled down?
The lads that went training, we got on very well now. We used to love fighting, so we went to it and going to school. We had great crack and all, and sparring got everyone attached to it, and then you seen a few people leaving because they got a few hits to the face and didn't like it. But then there was about 7 of us there that stuck to it till we were about 15, 16, then we went our separate ways. Then some of them left and went to college and that. And I think I'm the only one out of the 7 of us that stuck at it. So, but I gave it up for 3 years as well. So I did. I gave it up when I was 19, and then I went back to there about 2.5 years ago, and I'm loving it again.
And what made you take to it? Because I can imagine an area that you live in, quite similar to where I live down the road. A lot of the parish is built around the Gaelic thing. It's a massive thing, you know. Are you playing for the parish? And everyone talks about the team. It's a big deal. Like, and a lot of parents want their children, their sons to go and play Gaelic locally. I can imagine that's what it was like for you. Did you play Gaelic as well? Did you stick to it, or what made you stick to boxing?
I played Gaelic. I'm only after giving it up there this year. I had to give it up.
Oh right, okay.
I played Gaelic up to this year. I played with my local club at Drumgoona Road, and I broke my leg when I was about 11, and I was the heaviest I ever was. I was about 84 kilos at 11 or 12 years of age. And going to boxing, when you go to football, you can bluff your way. there might be 20 other people at training, and you could just stand in on the square and get people to kick it into you and not move. You wouldn't even be tired after football training. Then I went to boxing, and I seen the likes of the lads that went to school were way ahead of me in the running, and I'd be that stubborn. I used to go home then and practice me running and find myself in a wee bit better, start the weight falling off and get more confident in myself, because you're starting to look better and feel good. So that's why I would have stuck at the start now. And I also did, I love fighting, like, and just the benefits of when I was a footballer, I wasn't getting enough out of it to lose the weight, or I didn't mind, because I could stand in the spot and I had 14 other people doing the work for me, like. But with the boxing, you're on your own, and
you can't hide.
Yeah, you can't hide. No.
I think that's one thing the boxing says about a lot of people. I always hear this thing, well look, he or she has a lot of balls to get in that ring, etc. What people don't understand is that it does take a certain amount of character to get in the ring, but the ring will reveal all of your character, because there will be a stage where you will be going through adversity, and you're going to have to show that you really are in that moment. Like that, like, it's one thing for a YouTuber or something to go into the ring and show their balls to get in, but there'll be a moment where you're going to have to reveal that. And I'd imagine that there was many challenges for you, especially when you're trying to lose weight, where you probably wanted to kind of quit or look weight, and then it kind of took it, made you like kind of reveal.
My first fight now, I went in and first round I got stopped. I wasn't fit. It was completely different. I was thrown into the Ulsters. Probably I jumped in too quick, because I'd like to Barry Harkin there that was winning Ulsters and Irish titles, and I was training with him, and I said, look, I want to be like him. I want to get the titles that he's winning. So I jumped into the Ulsters. I wasn't ready, and I think my coach knew I wasn't ready, but it was just to give me a taste of what ring fitness like. Sparring is completely different than a fight. Your nerves get to you. Like, my legs was like jelly. I couldn't find my legs when I got in the ring for the first time. I still remember it. I went out and I got stopped in the first round. I could have easily given up then, but I just kept the likes of Barry and a few of them in the club was like, look, he said, you have it, look how well you're sparring, it's just you're nervous and all. Like, so then, like, most people probably would have given up, but you just have to keep fighting. Things don't come easy in life, and if you really wanted, and I really wanted them goals that I seen. I wanted Ulster titles, I wanted Irish titles, so you just had to keep going, like, and until you got your goal, like.
Shows how important it is to be playing other sports as well as doing your boxing when you're going up. And the Irish official boxing association came out this year saying that they had this rule always instilled for years, saying that you can't play two contact sports at once if you're boxing, which is, I even asked Michael Conlon about it, and he said it's ridiculous. He said he played every sport growing up. That's probably the case for you as well. You probably wouldn't have found boxing if you weren't playing Gaelic,
Yeah, like, football's great. Football, you always keep your football friends, like, and boxing's a lonely sport. Sometimes, like, see when you're starting off, you're in with a group of friends that you might give them a text and give you a lift, dad will pick you up or that as a youngster. But then it gets to a time you're on your own. Like, see now where I am, up in Bray, with Jonathan, me and Johnny just work there. Sometimes I'll be on my own, and then you'd have like Steve and Kevin Cronin and Dylan McDonough, and then you'd have Packy and Nicky there helping out as well. But like, it's not big clubs where there's 20, 30 people in anymore. Like, so there is different. At the start now, it wouldn't be as lonely or that. Like, at the start, at boxing, you'll always have people around you and that. But then boxing, you have people around you to a certain extent. At a certain time, you're going to have to get up. I'm on my own here. Like, I have to. Whatever I put into this is what I'm going to get out of it. Like,
in terms of that period you said where you kind of left boxing at 19, I imagine that was what for work and for to learn up and trade and be,
I wish
in
it
the
was
army.
work.
What was it that you took the break for, and how did you get pulled back into it?
I tell you, my break was, I wish it was now for the army and that. Now I found out what drink was and that, and started going drinking at the weekends instead of going training. And then on a Monday I'd be dying, so I wouldn't even face training. And then I got to a point that I didn't bother going to any training because I was too far behind. Then if I went in, and my fitness would be way down and all that. So I was enjoying my life. You know, you have to live the teenage life, you know. So I done that. And about 2-3 years after that, then I knuckled down again and got back into it. And you know, I done my time drinking, I done my time partying and that. And you can do that now again whenever you're sitting to bar still, 50 years of age, telling people your boxing stories and that. I could have easily stayed going drinking, and there's nothing wrong with that. People does it like they get, that's their hobby at the weekends, but this is my hobby now, and I really enjoy it. But just one day I got up and I was, you know what, gonna go back into the boxing, because I did love it. Like, I was still playing football at the time, but I wasn't playing as much football that I should have been. But I went back to it. Went back to Carrick and Cross boxing club. I was in Gatel. I started off in Gatel, then Gatel kind of quieting down a bit, so I went up to Carrick. Carrick's not too far away from us. I went up to Carrick and got in with Martin McMahon, and he trained me down for about 2 years, and then I went pro, and now I'm with John Balloons now, so that's how I got back into it.
Did you have any certain goals when you started back? Did you say, I want to win an intermediate, or I want to win an intermediate at national level, and then I want to move on into pros? Was there any sort of goal in your mind?
My goal was to get down to 75 kilos again. Now, I would have went back with 83 kilos. My goal was to get down to 75, and I fought in Dundalk on a Donegan show, so it was, and I got down to 75 kilos and got my first win there in Donegan, my first time back. I got the hunger for it, and then Martin McMahon entered me into the Celtic Cup, and that was for 75 again, so I went in, got down to 75 again, and unfortunately I didn't win that. Then I knew I was only getting myself back into it. I knew there was far more to give, and then I got trained again and got into the army, and my fitness went through the roof. Like, so most of it's fitness, you know, like,
in the army,
yeah. And then I got on to the boxing team with the army and won my first Irish title for the army, and then went back to the club and entered the Celtic Cup. I got beaten in the final by Paul Ryan. I don't know if you know Paul. Paul Ryan's only after going pro there, so he's European world champion.
Who did he go pro with?
I'm not actually sure. Yeah. Paul's a very good lad. He beat me in the final now. I had two hard fights to get to the final now, and I knew I was up against Paul now, but I gave him a good fight, and I wish him all the best in his career now as well, because he's a very talented kid.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was in the club, and I always had my head with fighting the Ulsters. And I went into the club, and my club mate Philip Moon went to me and said, "You were unlucky in the
Catholic."
Yeah, and I said, "Look, I don't care about that." I said, my main eyes on the Ulster seniors. And he was like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, my main, I just want the rounds there, and my main one's the Ulster seniors." So I was weighing into the seniors then the following week, and I had 2 good hard fights in that, and I won the Ulster senior title.
Who did you fight now?
I boxed Owen ONeill.
Oh yeah. It was the semi-final, was it?
No, Owen in the final.
Owen in the final?
Owen met in the final, so
Right,
we did.
okay.
Yeah. And I think he stopped his man in the semi-final, and I was fighting Cooney. was fighting Cooney in the semi-final. He's from Lowe. I beat him in the semi, and then me and Owen went at it in the final. It was a cracker up fight. Now probably one of the fights of the night, so it was very good. Owen's also pro now, and he's doing good as well. He's
same management, and
he's progressing as well, and he's with the best in the business, boxing in Ireland as well. So so wish him all the best in his career as well.
I know he's kind of be fighting in slightly different weight classes at the moment, but Owen says he can get down even lower. He says he could hit welterweight. But with the following that he has in Belfast, like you know he's a massive following in Belfast, and then anywhere you're travelling, you seem to be bringing a lot of people with you. Is that something you'd be interested in, maybe for a belt down the line, or something that you and Owen fighting? Because it would make a lot of sense when you think about it, really, if it's at the right weight.
I'll never make welterweight.
No.
Maybe super welter. I'm light middle at the minute. Super welter, I intend to fight it. Look,
154, yeah.
Owen's very good lad. Me and him a very good fight. Like, I'll turn down a fight from no one. If the fight's put at me, I take it. But at the end of the day, it's up to my trainer, Jonathan Looms, and my manager, Stephen and Leonard. So, whatever they decide, at the end of the day, I'd be up to fighting anyone. Like, so, if that came, it would be a cracking fight. Like, because the Ulster fight now was very, very good. So it was. I think it was a split decision. I won on a split decision, and it was a good fight. So it was. What's your ultimate goal as a pro? Like, when do you want to step away from the sport? Is it after you've won something, or is it a certain age? What is it? Or do you just want to keep going and just testing yourself, see how far you can go? That's a hard one. A lot of people like, I want to be world champion and that. Be realistic. I don't have that goal to be world champion. I have my realistic goal to be the Irish champion, and I said that from the start. I'm hoping to have that belt within me 2 years of pro. I'm now 7 months a pro, and I have 4 fights. And there's a Celtic title now. Fights away as well, a few fights away, so get that belt, and then hopefully then the Irish title within 2 years. If you get the Irish title, then you're into the Europeans, and then there is a big fight in me. I'm hoping to get on a big card, a money fight, but my goal isn't to be world champion. My goal is to get me Irish belt and then get whatever big fights happens after that, and just put myself out there. It's a tough one, isn't it? Because some people have their goal to be an Irish champion, and then they want to quit after that, so they not quit but retire. They've hit their peak, but you kind of become relevant then. You know what I mean? At domestic level, a lot of them don't see past that, so they're like, right, that's it for me. And then that's when you start getting a lot of phone calls, and you have to make a decision like, am I doing it for the money, or am I going to test myself? It happened with Curtis Woodhouse. He won the British title. That was his world title. That was his end goal. He promised it his late father, and he won it. And he said he was done now. He said, I'm never going to beat that. And then as soon as he won it, he was getting loads of calls and stuff like that. And he was getting offered really good money, and he was like, but he knew he didn't have it in him anymore. Do you know what I mean? But so your ultimate goal is to finish. Probably, obviously, you want to win Irish title, but you want to challenge yourself after that as well. Yeah, winning the Irish belt is a massive statement. And I always say to people all the time, like some people win an Irish title and don't realise the prestige in it. Tyson Fury's won it, Andy Lee's won it, Steve Collins won it, Steve Collins Senior. Even Frankie Gavin, who's world amateur champion, like people don't realise the names that you'll be up there with, it's massive. If I won that, and I believe I can win it, but just keep progressing. As I said, it's only 7 months now. I'm pro and I have me 4 fights. Keep bringing Stephen and Leonard to get me out in fights. So you never know what doors will open. And if I won the Irish belt, then I'm open then to push myself on further then as well to see where it takes me. You never know who's watching either. Like, you know, you could even on this card in Spain, you never know who's going to be there watching. So even Spain's a massive option for me. So it is.
Yeah.
So no, I'll definitely not be giving up after I win an Irish title. I'm going to keep progressing.
Yeah. Right, well, Dominic, really appreciate your time. Thanks for meeting me here. We met halfway between me and Cavan, like, so I really appreciate your time, and I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to. I can't imagine when people aren't able to watch you by radio stream or anything like that. Or
I'm not sure. I think it could be televised on Spanish TV.
Yeah.
But
you were born for us, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be streamed to my Facebook page, the Team Donegan page. So
brilliant.
I'll have links and all up so people will get to follow me. So.
Yeah, and then you can enjoy your Christmas then.
Oh, I'll enjoy my Christmas. Yeah.
Alright, well, thanks very much, Sam.
Thank you, Karen. Appreciate it. Thank you
no
very
problem,
much.
And yeah, thanks very much.
Thank you.